Today we learned the name of the firefighter killed in the line of duty yesterday and heard stories of his heroism. That will be our initial focus as we come on the air here tonight. Firefighter Jason Arno had been on the force for 3 years, assigned to Buffalo Fire Department's Engine 2, which for obvious reasons is out of service tonight. Arno got married this past summer and leaves behind a loving family, including a young child. He's been described as an exemplary firefighter, someone with his whole life ahead of him. He was 37 years old. And joining me live now is Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown, who had visited with the extended Arno family yesterday. Mayor, thanks for coming in today. Can I start with some of those reflections? And you shared some of them at the news conference today. We also heard from the fire commissioner, from the union president. Can you share with us what you've learned about this young man who we lost yesterday?
We'll learn that he was a great person, great father, has a 3-year-old daughter, certainly very much loved by his family and fellow firefighters. Learn that he was an accomplished chef. And at Engine Company 2, he used to prepare amazing meals for his fellow firefighters.
A firehouse is a family. And we know that Engine 2, as we learned today, is out of service right now. Obviously, so many of his colleagues are mourning this loss. But for people who know how a professional fire department works, I mean, the firehouse is your home and your fellow firefighters are your brothers and sisters.
Yes.
What do we know tonight about, I know the city is putting a lot of resources in making sure they're all doing okay moving forward, as your focus is, of course, with the Arno family, but also his work family.
Working very closely with Professional Firefighters Local 282. They have an employee assistance program. The city has an employee assistance program. We've also asked Best Self Behavioral Health to provide counseling services. Our chaplain, Father Sile, is providing counseling. So having somebody to talk to right now for our firefighters is critically important because it is a family, it is a brotherhood and a sisterhood. Firefighters get very close, working together, living in the same house together as they're doing these difficult and dangerous jobs. So we absolutely want to make sure that these men and women who put their lives on the line for our community every time they go out to work are okay.
We had Father Sile on the show yesterday, and I know his words of comfort will certainly make a difference. Before I ask you about the investigation here as well, just thinking about all of the resources that are available, even nationally, there are groups that are coming in to help, and we could see the grief on the face today of the fire commissioner who knew this young firefighter, and just the personal toll that this is taking on just the wider community. I mean, we were talking yesterday, you can sort of sense the grief all over because we know these folks go to work every day to protect us, and to lose one is hard.
One of the worst things that can happen to a community is to lose a firefighter, a police officer, a municipal worker in the line of duty. It is very painful for their co-workers. It is very painful for the entire community. People are grieving right now. There's been an outpouring of prayers and support for the Arno family, for the Buffalo firefighters, for the city of Buffalo. Many businesses offering to donate to support and help the family. All of those are being routed to Local 282 to accept those donations.
It's way too early right now to know exactly what caused this fire, and I know that the ATF is helping. Obviously, this is a focus for the city right now, but what would you say to the public in terms of just assuring everyone we will get to the bottom of this? I mean, initially, the fire commissioner and the union president both said today there are no indications that anybody did anything wrong here. I mean, it's a dangerous job, and we sort of see that in what we witnessed yesterday.
It's early in the investigation. We're very thankful for the ATF for offering assistance. It will be a joint investigation with the Buffalo Fire Department, the fire marshals, the ATF, the Buffalo Police Department, State Fire, looking at all of the details of this, being very thorough in the investigation. Want to get to the bottom bottom of this circumstance and why this fire moved so quickly and was so large. It was a 4-alarm fire.
Yeah, it was just massive. We reported last half hour, and I know that your office had confirmed there were no permits, though there was some work that was happening at this building. Again, I don't imagine, you being able to know exactly what was going on there, but that's something you'd be interested in getting to the bottom of as well?
Yeah, the early indication from the Department of Permits and Inspection Services is that there were no permits, but that's the early indication. Certainly that will be looked at very closely, very comprehensively. Certain types of work might not have required permits. We need to see exactly what was being done, what work was being engaged in to find out what was required, if anything was required.
Mayor Byron Brown joining us live here tonight as, again, you were able to release the name today of this firefighter. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and with everyone in the fire department. And thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much.